I think still the #1 TV show in the United States. I know it's in top 5 here in Mexico. It is very popular around the world. You all watch it? It's pretty darn funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty funny. I'm a little leery because sometimes I let my kids watch it, and they're 8 and 12, and I should not let my children watch that TV show. They always come up with topics they shouldn't. But what's interesting about this show is some of the things that happen within this show have a really interesting tie-in for the relationship that San Diego and Baja have together. And there's this little thing, that you see the dynamic of those guys working together, and how the roommates work together to get things done. If you think about how it correlates to what we're all about here in the San Diego Baja region, there's some really interesting ties. So I'm going to allow me to go down this path a little bit. It's a little bit of a story, a little bit of a journey with this, and a challenge I'm going to throw out for all of us. First, if you look at San Diego and Baja together, we must help each other if one of us has a problem. Something that happens in Tijuana, something that happens in San Diego, something that happens in either spot, we've got to help each other out. We've got to work together to solve problems, because we've proven over the years that if we work independently, it's not going to get done. So the premise here is helping each other, just like one friend must assist the other if he or she becomes a robot. You are going here? It said weird. I had to get weird, okay? So secondly, we must work together to solve common problems. And if you quote Sheldon again, presumably one friend will help the other destroy a monster that has destroyed Tokyo. We call them fish stories. But we have to work together if we're going to do things. When we talk about border infrastructure and getting things built on both sides of the border, we need our countries to collaborate to get that stuff done correct. That collaboration is getting better and better, but I think we all need to help push that and make that happen. Third, while it may take a while, if we do work together, amazing things can happen. And building relationships, building bridges, not walls, working together for the collective good is very difficult. It's hard to do, but it can be done, and we've got to do it if we're going to continue to move our region forward. So if you look at that in Sheldon's speech, selection of a new takeout restaurant requires a public hearing and a 60-day comment period. We've all lived through those things, right? Can't get anything done without going through the process. But the real important thing is if you never start the process, you're never going to get it done. So we all collectively as a binational region need to work together, even if it's simple as picking a new restaurant. And I found a new one I loved last night, thank you. It's a great restaurant. Every time I come down here, I find wonderful food, so I do that all day. So the fact is, we're more than just friends. You know, people call it San Diego Baja, there's a friendly relationship. Some people say we're neighbors. But if you really look at the analogy of our friends Sheldon and we are in fact roommates. You think about it, there may be a line that divides here called the border, and it does create a lot of logistical hassles. We all understand that. But if you think about what roommates do, most roommates put a line somewhere, usually it's in the refrigerator. Mine is in the refrigerator, right? Sometimes we do it, my bedroom, your bedroom. If you're fortunate enough to have 2 bedrooms. I share the 1 bedroom with my cousin for a couple years. I don't recommend that roommate relationship. But that's all cats now. If you think about 2 regions, or 2 cities, or 2 countries, we are in fact roommates. But if we treat each other like roommates, and come to an understanding of how roommates are going to live together and create sets of actions to get stuff done that we all collectively need to get done, we're all going to be better off. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So how many people hate having roommates? It's boring to be by yourself. Do you live alone? Kids can't. I need people to talk to.
Yes.
Can't do it. I guess you got neighbors. You have a lot of people over? Nope. Okay. We'll do a separate strategy over there. Because roommates are important. If you think about the relationship that you build with roommates and the correlation again that we can make in the binational region, there's huge opportunity if we change our mindset to what we're all about. The national dialogue that happens in Washington, the dialogue that happens in Mexico City, they don't think about us. We're too far away. So we need to change what they're all about and how they perceive this region and how important it is to both of our countries. So my challenge to everybody here is let's look at this roommate agreement and figure out what our roommate agreement is. And I'm not talking about a memorandum of understanding. I can't stand those things because we're going to agree to understand. What does that mean? I want memorandum of action. I want people to do stuff. And the cool thing when I got invited down here is I know creatives are doers. They get stuff done. So the challenge here is for the creative community on both sides of the border is how can we engage together to change the dialogue. It may sound a little clean, a little weird, but you're not going to get it out of your manufacturing companies if you're building stuff. You're not going to get it out of, a lot of the industry and stuff that's great and wonderful and important for both regions. I think it's an opportunity for the creative community to come together and really